Morning, everybody. Where's Holly? You should say hello, everybody. Oh. Let's get everything shared. Who's batting lead off on the comments today? Nobody yet. I was slacking. Oh, somebody got it. JC got it. Okay. Interesting sunrise out there this morning.
What?
I was just seeing something. The sunrise was interesting.
Okay.
Oh, you looked at me there. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Let's see here. Can we set up that light? Oh. Guess the temperature outside right now.
Me, guess it?
Yeah, outside.
27.
27 you're going to go with. It's 10.
Ooh.
It's 10 degrees. And you're not good at the guessing game at all. It's not even close.
I'm not good at that.
That would be like
when someone
that'd be like if it was 73 degrees and you said it was 90. That's a 17-degree difference.
Listen.
Cold is cold though.
If someone looks at me and says, "Hey, how far over there was that deer?"
Oh, she's awful.
I'd have been like 23 yards, and then they would say, "Holly, that's 3 football fields." That's how bad I am at.
She's like, how far is 23 yards? Hey, good morning to you, everybody. Glad to have you with us on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Josh and Holly getting you to work, getting you to school. You are going to school today. Not tomorrow, though. Getting you home from work for you night shift warriors. We are glad to have you with us. Brought to you each and every day by Dr. James Van Winkle and his many great ways to make you look great, function great, and feel great. drvanwinkle.com. Let's take a look at the temperature outside. It is cold. Cold is cold, we've decided. It is 10 degrees outside the Unity Medical Center studios here at Thunder Radio. And we got a heat wave coming today. It's going to be 36 and sunny, so look out. It's actually not that bad. 36 with calm wind and sunny skies. I could take that. That's not that bad. So enjoy that because it's going to get a little rough tomorrow. Down to around 22 tonight. We are under a winter storm warning Friday night. According to the National Weather Service, we could receive anywhere between 2 to 4 inches of snow. And I would expect some isolated pockets to be heavier than that. We'll see. Schools have already called the day off for Friday, at least Coffee County in Manchester City. You tell home kids y'all enjoy your virtual learning or whatever it is you're doing over there. 25 degrees overnight Friday. And then the weekend looks pretty chilly. 32 on Saturday, 13 Saturday night. So really no melting or meltage going to happen there. And then Sunday, 38 and sunny. So we'll get some melting there, but back down to 24 Sunday night, 36 on Monday. And then Monday night, down around 15 degrees. Those nightly lows are going to keep that snow from melting anytime soon, but the sun will help for sure during the day. Weather forecast is brought to you by insert sponsor here. Be glad to reach out to us. We'll put you on that spot. You can just shoot me an email or reach out to me on Facebook or whatever, and you can be part of the morning show. It'd be fantastic. We got a lot to get to today. It is Thursday. Name that tune, stupid, silly stat. We're going to try to go for 2 days in a row without messing up any of the games. It's kind of like that little workplace. This show has gone 1 day without messing up any of the games. We're trying to go for 2 today. All right. On that note, well, also your birthdays. Call those in, 728-1320. We'll touch on those at around 8 o'clock. Let's bring in the better half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Across from me sits the brains of this operation, the planner, the organizer, the CEO and president of Coffee County Broadcasting Incorporated / Peterson Media Group. She is the president-elect of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce. She is the microphone licker, the corncob eater, and one of the main reasons the rockin' world continues to go round. Holly, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Glad to have you with me. Again, show number 4 for year number 6.
You're as cold as ice. You will
Sacrifice our love.
I saw a game day graphic go up on the Rooster, but I did not see one on the Thunder page. Didn't know.
I have
Did that
it.
on purpose or?
No. I have it, but I didn't want. I was afraid if I wrote the caption, it would be too similar because I'm kind of repetitive. So I wanted you to.
Oh, I didn't know.
I know.
I haven't received any of that.
I know. Buddy, it's still early. Like we hadn't missed no kind of deadline. It's gonna be all right. I got it. It's ready.
No, it's cool.
Here,
No, I don't want to right now.
do it.
I don't want to. I'm busy. I'll do it during a break. We're trying to run a show here. I'm not messing anything up.
It's okay. It's okay today. The graphic, I mean, it's mid.
Christy's happy with my song selection. It's pretty good. Ice Ice Baby coming at you tomorrow.
you want paradise.
All right, everybody. Comings and goings, what's happening in and around the Manchester community. Worth noting, we are under a winter storm warning, so that's not an event, but it's something.
It's an event.
Yeah.
It's a
Well, that starts I think tonight at 6, or maybe tomorrow morning at 6.
winter weather event.
Yeah, for sure. High school basketball tonight, Coffee County at Siegel, and we will have coverage of that. Now, take note, if you're a high school basketball fan, you usually tune into the games, you think, the game starts at 6. No, the game has been moved up to 5 o'clock tonight. So 5 o'clock tip for the girls, boys to follow. We will have it on Thunder Radio, and this will be our first attempt to simulcast out the game to another radio station. So Thunder Radio will have it, and it'll also be on Rooster 1015. So you can listen to both places. I'll be on both places if it works. We're going to find out. This is a first run at it, and usually my first run at things doesn't go particularly well. Well, Josh, why don't you test it out? Oh, we did test it out. So
How did the test go?
we think okay, but the test did not involve all the people, all the board
Okay,
operators,
I
everybody.
see.
You know, we tested it out. It seemed to work, but then when you bring in 2 different board operators and internet signals from Murfreesboro, who knows? Maybe they'll work, maybe they won't. So we're gonna find out. Y'all tune in. Pregame show starts at 4:45. It should work. I feel pretty good about it. I'm nervous by nature.
Also, anybody traveling to Siegel, I believe they have a clear bag policy. That was the notification that I received yesterday.
Yeah, all Rutherford County schools have a clear bag policy for their athletic events because that's going to stop crazy people. If you want me to smuggle something in my press bag, I'll take it. 29 days away from the annual border battle coming up between Coffee County and Warren County. That's February the 7th at Coffee County High School. Now's the time to make your pledges for either the Dream for Weave Foundation or the McMinnville Special Games, or both if you're feeling friendly. Every point scored, a lot of people, what they're doing is they're saying, okay, for every point Coffee County scores, I'll give $1 to the Dream for Weave Foundation, or every point Warren County scores, I'll give $1 to the McMinnville Special Game. Some people are doing $2. You could do whatever you want. Just keep in mind it's basketball, so they score points. $1 per point is going to be about $100 to $150, depending on how much they score. So you can make your pledges. Go to the Thunder Radio Facebook page or thunder1320.com and click on sports. There's a story there about it, or our Facebook page posted the information, and you can comment there and pledge your stuff. I mean, we'll continue to post updates and reminders on it over the next several days and weeks. 37 days away from Valentine's Day, guys. So I'm gonna get that stuff done.
What are you getting me?
I don't know.
You gonna make me something?
No, I am gonna make you something.
We were supposed to do that for Christmas, and we didn't even do it.
I think Valentine's Day is actually 36 days away. I may be off one. I think we're 36 days off. And then we are 59 days away from the return of daylight savings time, which is all pleasant to think about this time of year when it's cold and dark outside. Like I left work yesterday, it was dark by the time I got to my truck.
Your mood yesterday, I felt like it was pretty good
I thought so.
all day. You were
Busy day.
positive
Yeah.
and until it was the end of the day.
Here's the Josh Mood report.
And then at the end of the day, I called you about something, and then he threw a little tantrum. It wasn't as bad as it can be. It was just a little tantrum. But then you recovered well. By the time you got home, you were fine again. Overall, that was a good day for you, your mood.
I thought so. Well, and usually I do my venting at the gym, and I've just not had time to go to the gym. So you just got to listen to it. Dr. Carmine says common sense isn't common. It's going to be 40 degrees Sunday. Full sun's going to melt everything. I will say it will melt a lot. National Weather Service has got 38 for the high on that day with sun, so that will melt a lot of things. The issue in our area, which it should clean up a lot of the travel in town, things like that. You should be okay. But when you get into the northern Coffee County area, the sun doesn't shine there. It doesn't. Like the sun doesn't shine there. When you get up into North Coffee, into Beech Grove, it's mountainous more than you would think, and there's a lot of just shady 2-lane windy roads, and so that's what causes school issues here. When you'll be clearing town, and the Coffee County schools will be closed. You're like, what? It's that area generally.
Everybody will post, "Hey, my road's good. My road's good," and then you have some family that lives, and they send
like, we
you
haven't been able to leave for 2 weeks.
Send help.
Yeah, we can't get out of here. So that's usually the problem. And then those overnight lows will refreeze a lot of that. But Sunday's going to be a good clearing day. I think it'll make town passable. Wouldn't be shocked if schools are closed on Monday, county and city, depending on how much we get. Shoot, it might just rain. Wouldn't that be awesome? In my mind, it would be great. Today, I get to climb up on a ladder and put Pam on a satellite dish and go out and check the tower building and make sure the heat's working, things like that.
Chrissy says, went to Food Line after work for just some creamer, and it was a nightmare. You'd think we were going to be locked in for a month. I had to go to the grocery store yesterday, but not because
Holly was panic buying. She said, I got to go to the grocery.
It was just time. I just needed to get some things. We were out of like dish tablets for the dishwasher and things that I needed to get anyway, whether it's going to snow or not. So I picked a bad time. I should have planned accordingly.
The Trey says we're looking for a sponsor for Josh's mood report or mood support. And we have one. It's Common John Brewing Company. I'll head on by there and have me a beverage.
We have been patrons of Common John since they opened.
Oh yeah. I mean, they were there when the first day, or we were there before their first day checking that place out. So.
We have never signed up to be Mug Club members.
I know.
And it's embarrassing.
It is kind of embarrassing.
When everybody's like, why are you drinking out of that glass? Where's your mug? And I'm like, I'm not a Mug Club. It's not because I didn't want to be. I just always forgot to do it. I'm not real organized.
Yeah.
And finally this year we did it. We got mugs and they're orange and I like them.
I haven't got to drink out of mine yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to go by and try that out. All right. Any other comings and goings or events of that nature? I will let everybody know that as far as closings, business closings and things like that, if you'll let us know, we'll post it on the Thunder Radio Facebook page and the thunder1320.com. Dr. Carmines. He's from Ohio, so he doesn't understand. He's over here on the comments. 3 to 5 inches of snow, people are going crazy. Look, if it's just 3 to 5 inches of some snow, I can navigate that. Probably the worst issue is going to be Saturday/Sunday when some of that melts and then refreezes as ice. It becomes a problem. But I'm just saying imagine how bad it's going to be because they're going to get some pretty good snow in Alabama and Georgia on this one. Imagine how they're going to handle it. The further south you go, the worse it's going to be.
Robbie with a zinger, but we can't read it on air.
I can't read Robbie's zinger. That's pretty good there. So anyway, yeah, it's just we don't handle it well here. It's just not the same. But I don't know. Take some of our heat up to Ohio and see how they handle it. Take some of that.
I've never been to Ohio.
They get warm, but take some of the humidity we have up there. Maybe they don't.
I think I got a cousin that lives in Ohio. I think my cousin April lives in Ohio. I don't know what part, but I know it's close to a big lake. I think.
I think if you go to Ohio, I think you're required to start heroin or something. I don't know. I think it's just what they do up there. Cleveland.
Further south, Dr. Carmine says, further south, more insane.
Yeah, the further south, yeah, especially with the snow, it's gonna be worse. Or Atlanta one time got like an inch of snow one time during drive time, and that people just left their cars on the interstate.
Is that when Freddie Freeman
he went and got Chipper Jones with a
Jones went and got him
with a 4-wheeler. But it was like an inch of snow, and that whole interstate locked up. They couldn't. Nobody could go anywhere. They just got out of their cars and started walking. That's when Chipper Jones took off on a 4-wheeler and drove a couple miles and got Freddie Freeman.
That's funny.
So it's not as bad here. All right, we've got. Speaking of, before we take a break, I have been noticing on the old internet there, Facebook and the forums and things.
I know what forum you're talking about.
Yes, it rhymes with Manchester, Tennessee forum. So people have been on there, already complaining about how they're going to handle the roads, which is great. I just, they're not going to do this. They're not going to do that. They're. I wish city do something 4155, which is not a city issue. Things like that. But when it's 10 degrees or whatever. Now this year it won't be as bad. The weather, the temperatures overnight are going to be cold, but the temperatures during the day are going to be okay. I think it's going to help it melt and be gone as quickly. But last January is what they're complaining about. But when the high is 0 and the low is -10, that salt and brine doesn't do any good. It's too cold.
I just don't understand. Like, what do they think that the employees are like? Yeah, we'll clean this road, but that road, no. It's
intentional. They don't
I
like
ain't
you.
Cleaning that road.
No, we got plenty of time to talk about all that. Let's take a quick break. I will tell you, if you need things cleared, like your parking lot, like business owner, churches, things like that, and you need your parking lots cleared or anything like that, Dirtworks will do that for you. They'll plow it. They'll do the salting. Call them right now. Get on their list. If you get too far down the list, I'm sure they'll still get to you, but you may be a little later on today. So call Dirtworks at 931-409-0782. They have all the equipment they need to plow and salt. 931-409-0782 for Dirtworks. Find them on Facebook at Dirt WORX. Trey wants to know when normal people go to the grocery store.
The earlier, the better. The earlier you can go, the better.
I don't know if I'd go today. Tanya says this yesterday reminded her of the COVID days.
Yeah. Robbie said, I'd rather open mouth kiss a piranha than go into Walmart today.
I had joked yesterday that we were going to go to the grocery store and live broadcast play-by-play what was happening. People really like that idea.
They thought it was funny.
Yeah. I'm just not going to sit in the cold, and they probably don't want me in their stores. So, all right, we got more morning show. We're here till 8:30.
The Red Raiders play here.
Pass to Olivia in the corner.
Oh.
Why are you going there, Trey? Oh my God.
We got to go to Murfreesboro today. We're going to the Seagull for the basketball.
JC said, wow, they just took snow out of the forecast. Look how ratty my hair looks.
You don't look bad.
What should I do? I need to have something done to it. I'm just...
Go to the stylist and ask them.
I know what I want. I kind of want it a little shorter with some layers and maybe some long bangs.
Just because that would be a great segment. The last gallon of milk. Who's going to get it? Is it Granny with the Walker?
Getting meat. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's going to be chilly. Snowy. The cold is what bothers me probably more than anything. I hope Dr. Carmine's right. The roads will be cleared by Sunday. Be fine with me. I got work to do. I ain't got time for any of this.
Jessica asked what time do I want her kids tomorrow.
Holly closed schools.
Let me tell you, that started because when it was time for school closings, a couple years ago,
People were
people were sending Thunder Radio messages like, when are y'all going to close schools? And,
yeah.
and
It
I
was a
like,
lot. It wasn't just one or two people.
No, there were a lot of, hey, can you go ahead and announce they're closing schools? Why are y'all holding on to that information?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that ain't us.
Yeah.
We don't do that. And I said that on air, and so now
everybody gives Holly a hard time. Holly
but people
closes
think
schools.
it's funny.
Yeah, no, that's it is pretty funny.
I don't want anybody to think that take me seriously if I joke about it, though. Don't forget the highlights. It's only $150. Yeah. Getting your hair done is, get that 90s. I have 3 baby daddies bob cut. Oh my gosh. No. I'm getting a lot more gray now. They're like the wiriest. I don't know what to, I pull them out, and then them gray hair grows faster than any other hair. I know that.
The girl gonna leave already?
They may be going to they may have made plans to grab Duncan or something.
Well, you need plenty of time to do that.
You're listening to Josh and Holly on Thunder Radio.
Thunder Radio morning show, 6:30 to 8:30 Monday through Friday. This cold weather's got me thinking vacation, and I can hook you guys up with a nice condo in Orange Beach at a 15% discount just by being a listener of Thunder Radio. How about that? I'm going to give you a couple different ways to do this. So we went to Orange Beach during the Christmas break for a basketball tournament, stayed in a nice condo. Really, I've never stayed at Orange Beach. I've been in Gulf Shores. I've been in Fort Morgan, Panama City. I've tried a lot of the Gulf towns. Orange Beach was great. Super calm in my mind. I kind of like the calmer experience, but still lots of restaurants and good places to try. Tried GT's on the beach, by the way, or on the bay. GT's on the bay if you go down there. But
get the shrimp and grits.
Get the shrimp and grits. It was so good. But anyway, you're going to need a place to stay. Go to golf2beach.com. That's golf, the number 2, beach.com, and search for Shoalwater 802. That's Shoalwater 802. And then you can book that condo right there. It's a nice place. I think it's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It's not super big. I think it sleeps 6 or 7 comfortably. Maybe 8 if you're, on the couch or something like that. It's not a huge, but it's not tiny. It's right there on the beach, and you got pool access as well. So 2 pools actually and a hot tub. So try that out. You can, when you book it, use the promo code or the discount code Thunder15. That's Thunder15, and you save 15% on your booking. If that's too much to remember, I get it. Head on over to Thunder Radio's Facebook page, click on videos, and we posted the link. The video of the place, a link, and the promo code there a couple days ago. So check that out.
Philip said, "Is it on the Gulf of America?" Yes, it is.
Yes.
Did you see that yesterday?
I don't know.
When Trump was talking about changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
That's fantastic.
Okay, I'm glad you're all listening because this segment is going to be good.
Oh, boy.
You're in for a treat.
I don't even know what we're talking about. I don't have anything on my schedule.
I woke up this morning excited about this segment. We're getting older. We're getting older, and when you're young, everybody's like, "Don't get old." Your papa's always like, "Don't get old. It ain't fun." And you're like, "Okay, well, I'm trying not to," but somehow here we are. And it's funny the things that happen, and you stop and you go, "Wow, I'm getting old." Yesterday, we were over in the office in Tullahoma, and I'm packing all my stuff up, and I can't find my glasses. They can't have gone far because I can't see without them. I am nearsighted.
But she takes them off often.
Because I can't, when I have my glasses on, I can't read my phone or the computer. So I have to take my glasses off to see the screen. But then I get up from the desk. I can't see far away, so I got to put my glasses back on. And I definitely ought not be driving without them.
And she did for years. And I made her put them on. because I didn't realize how blind she was until she started, mistaking me for a dog or whatever,
So I'm looking all and I can't find them. I retraced my steps, and I finally had to get other people involved.
Yeah, she comes to me. She said, "I can't find my glasses."
Have I left my glasses in your office? I cannot find them. And then
looked everywhere, tore that place apart.
yeah,
and
there
other
were
people are working.
other people are trying to find them, and they're like, "What color are they, Holly?" And I'm like, "Well, they're clear, so
Clear frames,
couldn't be
clear lenses." Yeah,
I looked everywhere for them. They had fallen.
Hang on a minute. Everywhere for a solid 20 minutes. This is a lengthy search.
Deer. There's a whole bunch of deer crossing.
Hey,
the road
squirrel, pay attention. 20, 25 minutes maybe. We looked.
They had fallen off my head and landed into the hood of my jacket. And they were just riding around in the hood of my jacket.
For a long time.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting old.
Yeah.
James says, trust me, y'all ain't old yet. I know we're not there yet.
We're not to your age yet.
But I can feel it starting.
We're starting to feel there are certain things happening that are like, oh, that's an older person moment. That's something that would not have happened in my 20s. Or early 30s, and certainly not in my 20s.
I need to put the little things on the back of my
I offered to
glasses,
get you,
like, the little beads.
Yeah, I offered to
like
get you the little
Meemaw's wear.
clip-ons.
I found these tweets that say, talking about getting older, things that happen, and you're like, whoa. When you're entering in your birth date online and you have to keep scrolling, it's like, click,
it doesn't
click,
show
click,
it
click,
anymore.
Click,
yeah.
click, click, click. Taking an accidental fall. If people around you laugh, you're still young. But if they rush to help you up.
Right. Are you okay?
I know it's awful. I realize how this is going to sound. I think it is so funny when somebody falls. I don't want anybody to get hurt. I know as we get older.
By the time she laughed at me when I fell down, and I was hurt. And a couple of different times. But one time I fell over the dog and knocked all the breath out of me. Hurt. I landed flat. I couldn't brace myself at all. I had things in my hands, so my back hit the concrete floor hard.
Oh.
I hurt, and she was just laughing so hard she couldn't breathe. I just hear her wheezing. Never even asked me if I was okay.
I know how I know I'm not an awful person. You know what else I can't not laugh at? I will always laugh if we're somewhere and somebody toots. I'm losing it. I can't hold it together, especially if we're in a public bathroom and I'm in a stall and I just hear that. It's like everything I can do to stop from giggling. Like I'm in third grade.
You're a child. You're such a child.
I don't know. It's just funny.
Another time I fell and shattered my kneecap. She thought that was funny too.
I didn't think it was funny. That time I was worried.
She said, "Oh, you're okay."
I meant not bleeding.
You see these things on Facebook, just speaking of getting older, that really hit you when it's like, all right, like I was born in 86. And it's like, well, 1986 is as close to 1948 as it is to 2025. And that makes you feel like, when you see things like that, does that not make you feel old?
Yeah.
So yours would be 1947. 1985 is as close to 1947 as it is to 2025.
Yeah.
And that hurts. We were coming out of the Second Great War at that time. So you see things like that, it starts to get to you. And obviously, the older you are, the worse that number's going to be.
I fall. Trey said, "Does Holly never fall?" Yes, I fall. And
she falls when nobody sees it.
It's funny.
She fell down the steps in the garage. Just fell.
Just thinking about it is so.
She fell down the steps outside on the front porch. The cameras weren't on, unfortunately. There's not one in the garage, but there's one on the front steps.
Y'all, when you're scrolling your reels or your TikToks or whatever, and y'all are watching these people leave their houses to go to work and they fall down their steps, y'all laugh at that. I know you do.
I watch them every time.
I don't want nobody to get hurt.
When I hear them, like, the funny ones is
when they're moaning.
Like, oh, now it's not funny, but it's like
Clearly
they are right. They put it online at some point. There's their cameras.
I'm gonna fall today.
Or tomorrow and all this ice. What's funny is there's several of them where like one person will fall down the steps and then another person will go to help them and they'll fall down the steps trying to get to them. Like, have you seen those? Like when one person goes falling, here comes another. Oh, are you
A
okay?
double
And they
whammy.
fall.
Jerry says, I bet she toots in public restrooms. I never, ever toot. How long have we been together, Josh?
15 years.
And have I ever tooted in front of you?
Only in her sleep.
Well, I have no I can't.
Sounds like Civil War cannon fire. But usually not.
He don't know when I go to the bathroom. That it's
She
just
doesn't.
It's not something I do around him.
Kevin said I graduated high school in 86. Y'all not old.
I was 1. All right, I'm reading more of these because they're funny.
Trace said go for a walk Saturday morning. Wear a GoPro. I see people running in the snow sometimes. Speaking of people falling, I think it was a news clip of somebody in, like, the reporter was in the field out in the snow and somebody came running by real slow, like one of those real elitist runners, like, oh, look at me. And they have all their fancy running stuff on. And they were like, just, and like, oh, look here, we got a runner. And they got past the camera followed them and she slipped and she hit hard. Like she didn't break. She didn't get braced. She hit hard.
That's kind of not funny where you're
Oh, it's kind of funny. You got to go running in the snow, running like for our exercise. But I see people do it here. I'm not brave enough to do that.
You're getting old when there's a bunch of little kids at the concerts you go to.
Bonnaroo, man, kids getting younger and younger all the time. It started probably 4 or 5 years ago, and I think it was a combination of things. One is when you have a daughter that starts to get of teenage years, and then that and plus the fact that you're just a little bit older, so you walk out there and you're like, well, where are your parents at, and why aren't you wearing clothes? And I had a far different approach to that 10 years ago.
Speaking of wearing clothes, okay, Landman, I like it. Don't get me started. We've already discussed what my thoughts.
She's talking about the show Landman.
Landman, it's
Paramount.
got Billy Bob Thornton in it, and I was complaining previously about the daughter who was in high school never having any clothes on. Well, I had gotten behind a few episodes, so we sat down last night to catch up, and I'm like, all right, here we go. She's gonna be naked again. The whole 2 episodes. And sure enough, she never had. She was always in either underwear or a teeny bikini. Yeah. And I'm like, Taylor Sheridan has got the mind of a Sheraton.
No, there's no T.
Am I not saying a D?
It's Sheridan.
Taylor Sheridan.
It's not Sheraton.
He's got the mindset of like a 13-year-old boy.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what this scene needs?
Yeah. And I don't like it. I don't like that. It makes me uncomfortable. Like the girl that's playing her is 27 or 28 or whatever, but they're portraying her as a 17-year-old girl. She should have clothes on.
This is how I can tell we're getting old.
Yeah, that's the getting older part.
Okay, moving on.
Target Carmine to the ex-wife and the daughter really holding that show back. Yeah, it's too much.
It's too much. Give me more
Some of that.
Billy Bob.
I want more Billy Bob and John Hamm.
Less daughter. I like the son. I like his little character and what they're doing with him.
Well, and some of that, but there's just too much. It's like it's forced into the show. Like it's forced scenes. I don't know. There's really no rhyme or reason to them. And maybe he'll tie that together later, but I feel like it's just something to.
You know what? Yeah. You know what this scene needs?
Yeah. Naked women.
Bring them in.
Yeah. And that's how you know you're getting old, when you're like, I don't care to see any of that. That's not the approach I had at 18, 19.
I noticed that. Yeah. She says she did have a cut off Stapleton shirt on. I think the mom wore that, which was the same mom in Varsity Blue. Not the same mom. It was the same girl in Varsity Brew. Never mind. Just forget.
Finish your thought, please.
Varsity Brews.
Finish
That'd be a good name for
everybody.
A bar, wouldn't it?
It would be a good name for a bar. Actually, surely there's one out there called
Sports Bar, Varsity Brews. Come on in.
That would be awesome with the blue theme to the. Yeah, that'd be awesome. She was the girlfriend of Paul Walker
with the whipped cream bikini,
and then eventually John Moxon. Or I guess they never dated. She was trying to attract John Moxon.
I didn't realize it at first. One of our friends told us, and now I can't.
And
I
once they
can't-
told me, I was like, oh, yep, that's her.
That's
I
her.
just, it didn't hit me until he said something. And I was like, oh, we watched it last night. And I immediately recognized her. I remember that. Again, I wasn't older when I watched that movie. Now, if I watch that movie, well, I'll still be fine. Because those kids in Varsity Blues didn't look like teenagers even at all. Like they looked like 30-year-olds trying to play teenagers. They didn't even look close to teenagers.
Was that James Vanderbeek?
Who played John Moxley?
Yeah.
I don't remember who played him.
I think that was from Dawson's Creek.
Holly, don't ask me
You
Hollywood questions. Don't do it and expect an answer. Yeah, I might have one, but I'm not guaranteed to have that. I don't even know who James Vanderbeek is. I didn't watch Dawson's Creek.
Whatever.
Never watched Dawson's Creek. Not one episode of that.
I've never watched it either. But you've watched Gilmore Girls.
I've not watched that either.
You get on here and you tell that lie. He knows their names, and him and the girl one will talk about Gilmore Girls. No. And I've never seen an episode of that. I think maybe you have watched Dawson's Creek.
She's just going to get on here and lie about everybody. Just like I get my shirts hemmed and whatever else garbage she spits out there. Anything, we got to take a break.
I don't want to.
Well, we have to. It's time.
All right.
We got to play games when we come back. We got Stupid Silly Stat in just a minute. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. When we come back, Holly, go ahead and have the granddad's information ready.
I have it. I was ready.
You want to go ahead and do it now?
I can if you want me
to. You said I have it.
I do have it.
Well, do it. Let's talk about granddad's. I'm going there for lunch today.
Let me pull it. Let me try and find it. Snowzilla 2025 is going to be at Granddad's this Saturday.
So they don't care about the snow. They're going to be open.
January the 11th. Y'all are going to be hungry and you don't want to sit in the house with them youngins no more. Come on down to Granddad's. It's going to be 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., $3 draft beer and $1 wings.
Pretty good deal right there.
And for a long period of time.
Yeah.
From 11 to 4, that's a...
Well, I could see myself sitting there from 11 till 4.
Right.
And drinking $3 draft beers and having $1 wings for 5 hours.
Yeah. From 5 to 8, their dinner special is going to be 9-ounce hand-cut filet mignon, baked potato or baked sweet potato, plus a salad. That is going to be $35. And from 6 to 7, the 2024 Coffee's Got Talent champions, Davis McKenzie and Lucas Turner, music duo.
Oh, that's going to be good. So y'all get the 4-wheel drive, go down to Granddad's on Saturday.
There's more.
Oh, I'm sorry.
From 7 to 11, Bryce Ray.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen him. Is it Ree?
It's Ree.
Okay. We asked him how to say it.
Yeah, he told us.
And I couldn't remember.
I remembered. Bryce Ree. Yeah, he's very talented. He plays a lot more country music now. It's very good.
Sounds good. NFL playoff Saturday, 7 large screen TVs. So just go on.
There's something
there.
For everybody at Granddad's. So if you watch football, they're going to have music later in the day.
My mom went to bingo last night.
Oh.
And she was like, please
How do you know you're getting old? Go to bingo.
She said, I said, hey, did you win at bingo? She said, no, I had one left and some old lady called me. She was mad.
All right. We got to take a break. We got Stupid Silly Stat when we come back. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle.
The Red Raiders play here.
Barnes, rebound, put back Natalie. Yes! Put back Natalie. Put back Natalie. Clock, ball game. Natalie Barnes is the hero tonight.
I got a little excited about that one.
Cut.
That was good.
Dr. Carmine said, can't drive to work, but can drive all over town. Listen, I was at the doctor's office last week, and the woman that I was telling y'all about, she went off in there on the staff. There was a mix-up with her appointment, and she was dropping F-bombs like she was just being really, really rude to the medical professionals. Anyway, she said, me and my husband both took off work today to be here.
I know.
And I was like,
what'd he take off for? It wasn't a surgery.
Let me tell. I'm going to tell y'all, it wasn't the kind of appointment that required a man to be there at all. So I was like, why did he take off a day of work so he could sit in a chair in the waiting room?
Dr. Carmine said employees should be able to put gas trackers in their employees' cars. You call off for snow, better not be Well, that's the thing. So last year when we were having all that snow, we had something happening at Sean Trail's office. I don't remember what it was, but we had to go in to sign some stuff. I don't know what we were doing.
Was it our wills? No, it was.
We had done that before that. I don't know what it was, but it was towards the back end of that, and he was like, "Y'all come on in, I'll be here." He's like, he said my employees are mad at me because I told them they had to come to work, but I noticed they were all out sledding yesterday, so I figured they'll be all right.
When I was in high school, if I didn't go to school because I was sick, I was not allowed out of the house or my bedroom. Nope, you're sick, go get in your bed. It wasn't like I'm sick this morning, but this afternoon I feel okay. No, you don't feel okay.
Dr. Cummings said he was there because he's lazy. That's why he took off work.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Let's see. We get to see the sun today. We ain't seen the sun in a few days. It's been cloudy. A little sunrise out there. Had some cloudy conditions. Let me tell y'all, it's been a busy week.
Speaking of lazy, go ahead.
No, I just had nothing else to say other than it's been a busy week. We've been
speaking
slammed.
of lazy. When folks are, I feel like when folks are being judgy, of others for whatever, for say gambling or something, it's like nobody of the 7 deadly sins. It seems like sloth gets a little free pass.
Right.
Like envy, that's one there. You shouldn't be envious, but then they're sitting at home eating bonbons, judging you.
You're right. Christy said you always started feeling better about 2:30.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't matter. I was not allowed to do anything.
Stat time.
I'm a stat man.
DIC, equal housing lender.
This program does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Thunder Radio Management. Well, yes, it actually does. It's the morning show with Josh and Holly.
I've got that lightning inside me, son of God.
7:13 is the time. Glad to have you along with us. Josh and Holly getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work. For you night shift warriors, there will be no school tomorrow. Coffee County Schools, Manchester City Schools going ahead and calling it off. Tullahoma will be doing a virtual day. That's the most Tullahoma thing ever. They will be having a virtual day. I couldn't have gone to Tullahoma schools. I clearly wasn't up to the standard. I'm like, I need my snow days, Like, I don't. They're probably smarter than me. I couldn't have done it.
Most definitely.
Even when we get a lot of, now they got out like a week last year with all that snow we had and all that ice we had. They actually got some days. They usually, buddy, it's like pulling teeth over there to get them to take a snow day. They do not take snow days much.
I guess I don't think I've ever paid attention.
Yeah, it's always kind of a running joke. They don't have a Holly over there to close the schools. Now that we got a station over there, maybe you could close the schools
I can get
for
something
them.
done.
Maybe you close the schools for them.
All right, let's play games. We're gonna play Stupid Silly Statistic.
Oops.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Him, did you bring your statistics?
Stupid silly statistic revved up by our friends at Freedom Automotive. Custom exhaust work, alignments, they do all of that at Freedom Automotive. So get on over there and check them out at 515 Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. You don't get custom exhaust work just anywhere. Not every repair shop does that. So Freedom Automotive, the place to go in Manchester, right in front of College Street Elementary. Holly?
50% of people wait for their partner to leave their home before doing this. 50% of people wait for their partner to leave their home before doing this.
Take your guesses on the Ben Lomond Connect hotline, 728-1320. See if you can get yourself a prize this morning and some bragging rights. A morning show.
Putting their makeup on.
Good try, but not it. Not putting their makeup on. 728-1320.
50% of people say that they wait till their spouse leaves the home before doing this thing. What is it?
We have games like this, and then you get text that you don't read out loud, and I know what's happening over there on your phone. Morning show.
Take a nap.
Take a nap. Good try.
I do that.
That's what Holly does.
I don't
not
like when Josh is home if I take a nap.
it. Morning show.
Take a shower.
Not it.
50% of people say that they wait for their spouse to leave the house before they do this thing. What is it? What are they doing?
Oh, let's see. Morning show.
Go take a poop.
Oh, good guess. Not it. Morning show. Hello?
Get dressed.
Get dressed. Good try, but that's not right. Uh-oh. Line one, not there.
I thought the first, because of what our conversation was earlier in the day, I thought the first guess was going to be toots.
You say that, I think about eating at the restaurant. Morning show.
Yes. Is it adjust the thermostat?
It is, in fact, adjust the thermostat. What's your name?
It is Coach Joe Patco.
Oh, that's what I thought. Sound like a little Joe Patco. Yeah, adjust the thermostat. Is that a situation at your house? Because you seem to nail
My
that.
wife keeps it on 62. Yes, I freeze.
Wow.
Are you serious or are you joking?
No, she keeps it frigid, so I have to adjust it.
Wow.
Does she know that you're getting older? That blood's getting a little thinner.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, crank that thing. What's your temperature that you'll settle for?
About 68, 69.
Yeah, 68,
Yeah, that'll
69
work.
is where
Well,
I like it.
Yeah.
You know, get you one of them smart thermostats and lock it, and then
Yeah.
don't give her the code. So that's what you got to do. All right, buddy. Thank you.
Appreciate you guys. See you.
Adjust the thermostat. Is the answer to that question today. What is so funny?
I don't know everything. There's a lot happening. I was thinking about tooting.
Why? What is wrong with you?
When Josh leaves the house, I'm like Miles Davis in there.
Holly.
I'm like a jazz musician.
I'll just turn on the cameras. Get all that recorded. Put it on the morning show for everybody.
Oh.
It's interesting how people handle different temperatures. So, us at home, we Holly likes to sit a little bit warmer than I do most of the time, but during the day, we're fine. We can make it work.
Look, I've got Raynaud's. Okay.
So she
If I get too cold, the capillaries in my fingers and my toes, they close off. My phalanges turn white.
They just
as
turn
paper.
white. They do. They turn white. I thought something was wrong with it the first time I saw it.
The first
I
time
tried to
was-
stay calm. I was, oh no, it's okay. That blood will come back. And meanwhile, I'm like, that toe's gonna fall off.
Yeah. So I got it. Like for my health, I need to stay a certain
Yeah.
temperature, and I get cold easy because my iron's low.
Yeah. But here, it's like we keep the temperature at 70 degrees here at the station, which 70 degrees throughout the station is a little different. If you're in one of the offices, that can be a little warmer. If you're up here, it can be a little cooler where we're at because it doesn't really even hit this room, and it's a little more open. Also, it's an old building. But then, like, Tiffany comes in here and wants to turn it down to 64 or whatever. I came in one day and she had the front door open, and I was like, I finally had to put a kibosh on that. I'm like, we can't do this.
Dr. Carmine says, try working with 3 women going through menopause. And I don't feel like you get a woman going through menopause. I feel like trumps anybody else's need for warmth.
I reckon you can find somewhere else to work. We're gonna keep it.
Good luck.
Or I
Good
want
luck
it.
trying to run a successful business without mature women.
That's right. I need Holly there to come ask me how to do things. If I didn't have Holly there to come ask me how to do the things, I don't know what I would be doing.
Josh's name right now is, hey, Josh.
There's a lot of times we just bought these new stations, and it's, there's a lot happening right now, which we anticipated. We knew it was going to be a lot of little tedious things, and we're just kind of working through them one by one. But when I see somebody come around the corner towards me with a stack of papers or a laptop in their hand and a curious look on their face, I want to melt. Oh, here it comes.
My favorite thing is when they come to me and ask me something. They're like, "Hey, Holly, what do we want to do about this?" I'll give it my best shot. Like, I really try to handle it. But then my go-to is, maybe this is a Josh question.
Yeah. Most of them turn out to be Josh questions. I feel like 9 out of 10 turn out to be Josh questions.
They come to me and be like, "Holly, which color looks better?" I'll handle this one, buddy.
Yeah. Thank you.
I got it.
Thank you for taking care of that for me. Taking that off my plate. It's good to have somebody who can take the big decisions off your plate, so it frees up your brain.
And then they'll come and be like, "Holly, which bank account do we need to connect this QuickBooks account to?" And I'm like, you know what? That's a Josh question.
It's always a Josh question. I don't even work in the QuickBooks much. Robbie says, try being a fat guy working with mature women. That would not be ideal, I don't think, for everybody. Now that I feel like you can keep it a little cooler and people can wear the warmer clothes because you got the heated clothes and things now. Like, I feel like you wore a pair of heated socks, that would make a pretty big difference on your whole body.
Yeah.
That's what you need, is those heated socks on 24/7 for those toes of yours.
Yeah.
All right. We got other things to do today. Congratulations to Joe Pat Cope, winner on Stupid Silly Stat.
Go see him this weekend at Granddad's.
Yeah. They're having Snowmageddon tomorrow, right? Is that what they called it?
Or Snowzapalooza. Hang on.
Snowpalooza. What was it?
Wait.
We talked about this last break, or before last break.
Snowzilla.
We were completely off.
Way off.
Snowzilla, yeah. All the fun all day long.
Literally specials and things like that from 11 to 11,
yeah.
12 hours.
So they don't care if it's snowing. They're going to have it. So, and give them a follow on Facebook, Granddads, LLC. That's Granddads with 2 Ds in the middle. So I'm going to go there for lunch today. I've not been yet. I've been busy. Hadn't had a chance. I've been in Tullahoma all week. So I'm going to get a chance to go by there and try out the lunch.
When I went the other day, I just had to sit by myself. I didn't have nobody to go with me, but that's okay. I don't mind sitting alone.
I enjoy
I've been doing it for years. Since middle school, actually.
Anybody want to sit at my table? I don't mind sitting alone at lunch. It doesn't bother me.
No, I'm fine. I don't
know if I could do it for dinner, but for lunch, sometimes
I've done it for dinner.
A lot of times for lunch, I'm just trying to decompress anyway, and I just kind of want.
You need a minute.
Quiet. Sometimes I go out with friends or whatever. But sometimes I'm just like. One day I was over at the Tullahoma stations. This was back in like November, before we officially had Baltimore. I was over there doing some work, and I just went out and sat in my truck.
Did you cry?
That's what I do. I just sat there. I just sat there for I brought my own lunch, and I was just like, I'm gonna go sit in the truck and eat this. And I sat there for like 30 minutes, but I was good. I got to have a minute to just reset the brain, and then I'm good.
Yeah.
I love our new employees are gonna listen to this, and they're gonna be like, "Man, Josh is on the verge of going nuts." We better not ask him nothing else, All right, let's get a weather report real quick. I need to give an extra one. So it's gonna be today is actually, I don't know how you define nice, but the weather today is not gonna be bad. It's cold right now. Don't get me wrong, it's 12 degrees outside the Unity Medical Center studios here at Thunder Radio, but I see the sun. There's really no clouds to speak of. It's gonna be mostly sunny today. High of 36 with no winds, and 36 with sun and no wind. I can take that. I can walk outside and I can stay outside more than a minute or two without having to get inside real quick. So not terrible today. 22 overnight tonight. Snow showers start moving in the morning, and they really pick up by about 10, 11, 12. It's kind of what we're thinking. And then tomorrow looks pretty snowy. We are under a winter storm warning. A lot of places are already closing for the day. I think you'll be okay early in the day. I think up to 10, 11 o'clock, you'll be all right. So just kind of keep your eye on that. 25 overnight Friday, 32 for your high on Saturday. 13 Saturday night. So any of that, if there's any melting Saturday, which probably won't be a lot, it's going to be pretty cloudy. It'll refreeze Saturday night. Sunday into Monday will be interesting because 38 on Sunday and sunny sky is going to melt a lot of snow, but then 24 Sunday night. So I'll probably do a little refreezing heading into Monday. So just be aware of that. If you're out and about, 4-wheel drives, drive slow, things like that. No sharp braking or sharp accelerating. if you have to drive in it. But we'll keep an eye on it. We'll let you know about road conditions here at Thunder Radio as we have them.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
Thunder Radio is looking. Kevin, I carry and have carried with me for years a small heater, and I would plug it up in the radiology department, and maintenance would come in and say, hey, you can't have this plugged in here. You can't have it. I would say, okay. And I would unplug it and I'd put it in the cabinet. And then when they would leave, I'd plug that sucker back up again. I was breaking all kind of rules. But I can't be cold. Shannon said, I saw a lady trying to snort the white line on Highway 55. That was messed up.
I'm eating lunch with a couple friends today.
No, I got friends.
Well, I just got to text one of them. Said Holly's welcome to come join us, so she doesn't have to eat alone. I think she's gonna be in Tullahoma today. Trey said, I do love solo lunch. Probably the only time I take a few minutes to reflect. Oh yeah, it's a great day. No, I like occasionally having a solo lunch. Sometimes I used to go work out at lunch sometimes and just get a little break, but I don't always get to do that anymore. I don't think we ordered the rechargeable ones that you sent us. No, unless Holly did it without telling me, which is possible. Somebody called and hung up. I had some birthdays today. Holly, wasn't she supposed to be doing trivia? Y'all remember that when she said she was going to do trivia, or really work on the breaks and do trivia during the breaks, and where she's at?
We have done really good at conversations during the break, so I've not needed trivia.
No, I just didn't know where you.
But since you,
did you get some from Chat GPT?
No, but Jacob sent me I think he did. Yeah.
Jessica said, before kids, I never understood why people wanted to go eat by themselves. And I get it. It's like, okay, I can just. And as the kids get older, it's a different level of stress. It's a different kind of stress because when they're younger, it's just like they're always around and they're always, they're needy or they're just, they're just around all the time. They're clingy, but then later you are stressed because you're like, are they going to ruin their lives with the decisions they're making? And I really don't have a whole lot of control over it. And you go sit there and, so it's just a whole different level. And that's when you start ordering beer at 11:30 in the morning. Just have a little something to drink. With your solo lunch. So if y'all see me sitting there by myself eating lunch at 11 with a beer, don't just mind your business. I'm fine.
A 2010 Billboard hit Dog Days Are Over is a song by the British band Florence and the what?
Nightingales.
That would be clever.
Machine. I don't know.
I think it is Machine.
Heard that is
yeah, it's Machine.
Yeah.
Let's see. A caprese salad traditionally includes what ingredients?
I don't know, but it looks like marijuana because Michael Scott tried to frame Toby with a bag of caprese salad.
This is caprese salad. Well, it's mozzarella and
yeah, a little mozzarella.
I don't know what the green is. It's not kale.
Obviously, I'm worried about Holly's bowel function. She's not passed gas in 15 years.
That's why I got so many shitty ideas.
Holly. It's not very ladylike. Basil, says Lizzie
Basil.
Reidner.
I thought it was basil, but then I was like, that's they dry that out and make it a seasoning. Yeah, it's basil. Capri Sun salad.
Kool-Aid Jammers
Who's foolish?
better than Capri Suns. Don't you think?
What?
I said Kool-Aid Jammers better than
No,
Capri Suns.
absolutely not.
No, absolutely.
Thursday, January the 9th, in honor of President Jimmy Carter. The Manchester Post Office will be closed Thursday, January the 9th, in honor of President Jimmy Carter.
Instead of a 6 p.m. show, it's going to be at Siegel.
I'm a lady.
The afternoon doubleheader scheduled at Goldsmith Saturday has been postponed.
I'm gonna go to Kate's. Jacob's were a little hard to read. I'm gonna try Kate's.
People they can trust the Manchester.
Okay, this is 80s trivia.
They have dedicated personnel on site ready to help you become a customer at Eagle Bank. 1203 Hillsborough Boulevard.
We're doing what about Kate's?
Go on
trivia?
yeah.
We need 3 minutes from the drum room segments on Holly Breaks. There is no drum room anymore.
I had to take my
They tore it
drums down, Robbie. But I am going to take them over to KK's and have them put new drum heads on them for me when it warms up.
It would be good of you to go to the drum room and do some content for everybody. We could put a camera in there. All right. Back on the morning show. Glad to have you with us. Holly, welcome back.
Thanks, buddy.
Cold weather's got you thinking about maybe a vacation. Gulf2beach.com. Search for Shoalwater 802. It's a nice condo in Orange Beach. And use the promo code Thunder15. That's Thunder15. Save 15% on your booking. That's a good deal. You're talking about a week worth of vacation time. 15% is a good discount. If you have any questions, you can send us a direct message on Facebook and we'll help you. But it's pretty easy to remember that. You can also go to our Facebook page and click on videos. There's an how-to on how to book that room or book that condo. All right, Holly, name that tune. Is that what we're doing here?
Name that tune, Josh. We got a little snippet of a song. We're going to play a 1, 2, and then a 3-second clip. Once you have figured out the name of that song, give us a call, 728-1320, for your chance to win Black Rifle Coffee. I need the song and the name of the artist.
Song and the name of the artist to win, 728-1320.
Eyes from bold.
Oh, that's going to be got on the first second.
Eyes from bold.
Name that tune and the artist.
Eyes from bold.
And I'm going to be very picky today because it's too easy. Y'all better get it exactly right. Don't get a word wrong. Don't even pronounce it wrong.
Eyes from bold.
Morning show.
Something in Orange by Zach Bryan.
Boom, nailed it. Something in the Orange by Zach Bryan. Well done. Who are we talking to?
Caleb Thomason.
Caleb, good job, buddy.
Well done, Caleb. Come on by and get some Black Rifle coffee, okay?
All right, thank you.
Poison myself again, something you're never coming home.
I really like that song. Not a big Zach Bryan fan. If he acts the way people say he acts, whatever.
Apparently he's a spoiled brat.
But I like that one.
Yeah, no, if that's on, I'll sing it.
What's the real title? Is that not the real title? Something in the Orange?
Oh, no, it's right.
What's the...
She's just giving you a hard time about your day the other day.
Oh.
She said, do you want the real title or whatever's on YouTube over here? That,
I like the way he took... How do you say orange?
Orange.
One syllable.
Yeah, he
makes that too.
And in the orange.
Orange.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, there was a segment on 60 Minutes, which I'm not a big 60 Minutes fan necessarily, but Eminem was on there one day. And he was... Oh,
yeah, I saw that.
They were talking about... He was saying...
They were saying something about you can't rhyme anything with
orange. He said,
orange.
you can rhyme anything. And they were like, what about orange? No, yeah, I can do that.
He was like, porridge?
He's like, Yeah, he said something about,
the way where you put the emphasis on the word.
Yeah, you could change the syllables around. He said you could rhyme anything. He's pretty, but on the fly, which is pretty impressive.
Josh loves Eminem.
Look, he's the best rapper ever was, and we've got a chance to experience that in our generation, and I think that's
it didn't bother you that he's endorsed Kamala.
He did not endorse Kamala. He took $2 million and said, "Okay, go vote for Kamala." He did not just come out of there out of the goodness of his heart and do it. He said he took his $2 million and said, "Yeah, go vote for her."
It don't.
I think that it is. Look, I wish he would not have done that. I wish that that's something he would not have done. But I'm still going to listen to his music.
Didn't matter, did it?
He's still the best rapper there was. I think it's what? No, I think it's funny, kind of glorious that somebody like Eminem or even Oprah, who I can't stand, is going to use is the ultimate capitalist. But like, yeah, right. Sure, I'll endorse you. Give me $3 million, and they buy into it. Like, to then endorse somebody who's got socialist policies. I just think that's just quite interesting. But yeah, I don't like his politics, but I could separate those things usually.
Oh, I can.
Speaking of politics, Bonnaroo lineup's out. We haven't talked about that. Is that in the
Glorilla?
Is that in our agenda?
No, it's not, but we can.
Well, we don't have to do it this
somewhere.
second. Yeah. It came out yesterday. Just kind of randomly. They didn't have any big.
I think Jacob knew it was coming out, but used to when the Bonnaroo.
Yeah, or maybe I've just been so busy I'm not paying attention to them.
When it dropped, it was a big deal.
Oh,
like there were games to play, like Rue Clues and stuff. I've not seen anything.
Yeah. And maybe that's been happening, and I've just not been watching. Maybe I've been just busy, but maybe it's not been happening.
The only thing that I've seen that they had posted recently was like a photo album from last year of some cool, like a Reddit album, and it was some cool pictures in there. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just another sign we're getting old.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to really dissect the lineup, so maybe we'll talk about that a little bit later on in the show.
Who you're looking forward to, who you're not.
Yeah, I probably won't go see any of it, but maybe, I don't know. 6:30 till 8:30 morning show. We've still got Thursday, birthdays. We're a little early, so we may could hit that Bonnaroo lineup somewhere. We got to find something to do till 8:30. Well planned show and all.
I've got plenty of content. You just tell me when you need it.
Common John Brewing Company is open today for breakfast starting at 8 a.m. Get on by there and see them. Maybe you could try yourself out a scrambled egg power bowl. It's kind of my go-to. I was the breakfast burrito for a while. Now I switched back to the power bowl. I don't know something about it. It's just hitting. I don't know. Burrito's still good. Lunchtime, they got good hot dogs, pizzas, things like that. And, of course, some adult beverages. You don't have to be a beer drinker to enjoy Common John Brewing Company. Sam Grove's going to be there on January the 18th. That's good entertainment. Get your tickets at commonjohnbc.com. All right, we got more fun. Don't go anywhere. 6:30 to 8:30 morning show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle.
Is your money just sitting in your account, not earning any interest? Coffee County Bank offers the rates on your deposit account.
All right. Holly's back. Back again. You get a little some breakfast there.
Celery. Hummus. All right. Trivia.
Frank Wycheck had stage 3 CTE when he died December of 2013. His family has confirmed.
How did he pass?
He slipped and fell and hit his head and his house.
How old was he?
Not old. I mean, by standards.
Do they think that something from the CTE?
No, they're just now kind of releasing that information. You can't really tell if you got CTE till
after you're No. I just didn't know why they checked for it if it was a.
Well, he said he expected that diagnosis.
Who did?
Frank. He had several concussions. He was battling mental issues. He was 52.
Robbie, he's gonna let me bring when I get new drum heads because they are pretty old. He's gonna let me put them up at the house, and I can play drums in the garage whenever I want.
Yeah, in the garage.
Actually, the neighbor next door, they got their son a drum set for Christmas.
Holly was over there drumming with him. Maybe you could put your drums in his drum room, and y'all could both just drum together. You could go over there, and y'all could just drum.
I don't know how I like this celery and hummus. I like hummus.
Shannon said, yuck. At least put peanut butter on it.
I like celery. I'm trying to eat better. Who's that?
That's Tiffany here to fix the news.
Tiffany.
Okay, I got in the car. You were talking about somebody in menopause. I'm like, are they talking about me or are they talking about someone else in menopause?
We were not talking about you specifically, just women in general, and how difficult they are to deal with on thermostat.
I was talking about
how you won't leave my thermostat alone.
Guys who give women that's going through menopause a hard time, because I feel like the woman in menopause trumps everybody else when it comes to the thermostat.
Hear what the boss said there?
I don't agree with her, and I'm the boss. So.
I can't wait till I hit menopause so I can warm up. I hate being cold.
Holly over there munching on celery and hummus. If you hear that through the microphone, that's what she's decided to have this morning. Celery and hummus. She's backed away from the mic now. It's crazy how long it takes to chew up a whole bite when you need to hurry. Like she's been chewing on that for a while. How is the celery and hummus? It doesn't smell good.
Why
don't you just heat up some tuna? Does not smell good over here.
Okay.
Shannon said, watch your board. The board gremlin just walked in. It's just big. I got my, so I felt, I don't know if I felt bad, but for a lot of people who watch the show or listen often, they know that we had a board explosion around here. Not really an explosion, but literally somebody touched the board and static electricity blew up my board, which should not happen, obviously, and as expensive as these things are. And so I sent it back to the people who I bought it from with a kind of a nasty letter, more firm than I normally am. I'm usually kind of calm, and I'm like, can we fix it? I was like, hey, this is ridiculous. It's the third time I've sent this board back. I need it fixed and I need it back. They did not respond to me. I saw that they had gotten it through my UPS thing, but they didn't respond. They didn't send me an email back. They just
thought they'd read it and were like, this guy, and just like
and just yesterday that my board showed back up fixed. Like they didn't say, hey, we're shipping this back. I didn't get a shipping notice that it was coming. They just fixed it and sent it. So I was pretty happy about that.
Good, Josh.
I'm more of a no nonsense guy these days.
Yeah, me too.
We're going to do before we do Thursday, you never confirmed or denied or talked about the celery and hummus situation over there. I interrupted you.
I like celery with a little salt on it.
Peanut butter.
I don't like peanut butter. I don't like peanut butter, but I do like it with the. Do you like ants on a log? Did you remember having that when you were in elementary school?
I don't remember having it. No.
They gave that to us as snacks when I was in kindergarten.
Yeah, down in Georgia, they gave y'all different stuff.
Do they even allow peanut butter in classrooms anymore? So many peanut allergies.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not.
I don't know, but I don't really care for peanut butter. But I know a lot of folks that eat it on celery. But I like celery with a little salt, and I like hummus with some
chips,
like a little rice chip or something. And I've had it together before, and it's okay. But maybe it's just because this is just plain classic hummus. It doesn't have.
You just licked it.
Well, I hadn't tasted it without the celery. It's okay. I would rather have a chip.
Yeah, the spicy hummus.
You can't hardly find it nowhere.
Anybody know where you can find spicy hummus?
Not roasted red pepper hummus. I'm talking spicy hummus.
They used to have the spicy hummus. We got it, I don't know, a few years ago, and it started to become a go-to for us, and then it disappeared. Just like
is it the Sabra brand?
Yeah, just like the what's the name of that? What's the brand of that bread I like? Or I don't like it, but I get
Ezekiel
it.
bread?
Just like the Ezekiel muffins, or they had Ezekiel English muffins used to at the store, and now you can't find those anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, Thursday.
Oh yeah, Turds Day Thursday. A 9-year-old girl gets a permanent tattoo of the American flag.
Who authorized that?
Her mom and dad.
I don't agree.
This happened in Yuma, Arizona. A young girl is sparking a debate online after she got a permanent tattoo at age 11.
I thought you said 9 a minute ago.
What did I say just now?
11.
I don't know why I said that number at all. It's nowhere on the screen. So you got to watch me. You got to pay attention because sometimes I like to keep you on your toes. It's 9. According to the tattoo. I don't know why I said 11.
Read it so smooth. Who's 11?
No one. It's not. It's nowhere on this page. An 11.
So a 9-year-old girl got a tattoo.
Yes. And according to the tattoo artist, the girl got an American flag tattoo on her arm in Yuma, Arizona when she was 9 and recently came in for a touch-up at age 10. She was
still not 11.
She was accompanied by her parents. In the Instagram video posted by the tattoo artist shows the girl at the shop getting inked. The artist explained that the girl originally wanted a tattoo of Donald Trump on her neck. But that he convinced her, hey, let's do something a little more, universally patriotic. So she agreed upon the American flag. And he told her, he said, hey, if in a year you still want that Trump neck tattoo, I'll do it for you.
Kudos to him for at least talking her out of that. But I have a hard time believing I could give a 9-year-old a tattoo if I was a tattoo artist. I'd be like, no, I'm not doing it.
So a year later, she comes back in to get those colors touched up on the flag. She did change her mind about the neck tat of Trump.
Good. That's why we probably ought not let 9-year-olds make such permanent decisions like sex changes and whatever random things they want to do.
Ben Shaw with the Alliance of Professional Tattoo Artists of Arizona said that one of the least regulated states for tattoo artists is in Arizona, where no license is required to practice.
Oh, so this guy probably learned in prison.
And a child legally can get a tattoo if accompanied by a parent.
Robbie says, and her skin will stretch as she grows, and it will look like a jellyfish at age 18. And she's still so little. That's not gonna you know how much growing you do?
Yeah.
I mean the bone, everything's still growing.
It's right there on her arm.
It's gonna be Shannon says loose math, 9, 11, who cares?
Couldn't tell you why I said 11. I don't know.
She had a stroke.
All right. This next one is really turd head activity. I don't think it's cute. I don't think it's funny. I don't like people like this. But 4 fraternity members charged after lighting a pledge on fire during a skit at a house party.
Oh yeah, no, that's dumb.
4 members of a fraternity in San Diego are facing criminal charges for
what started the wildfires?
For allegedly lighting a pledge on fire.
Lock them up.
It was Phi Kappa.
And leave them.
Phi Kappa Psi. Their president, Caden Cooper, who's 22. Board member Lucas Cowling, who's 20. And 2 more pledges. Lars Larson. That's that kid's name. Lars Larson.
His parents were Metallica fans, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was the burn victim. Okay. The DA said on February 17th of 2024, they planned a party at the fraternity house in spite being put on probation by the university. So they weren't supposed to be having a party
already
anyway.
In trouble.
So they're already doing something they're not supposed to. And then they planned a skit
down,
where they would one pledge would set the other pledge on fire. At what point do you go? They say, okay, Holly, you're going to be in our cool kids club, but you have to set Sally on fire. At what point do you go, no, that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Maybe this is not the cool kids club I want to be in.
Stories of this all the time, though, of these college kids doing really dumb things for fraternities and sororities and all and such, for pledges. And why is that a thing? Why is that so prominent? I never have had the inkling to participate in anything like that.
I don't. And boys
Boys are worse.
are awful because
They'll do some real dumb stuff.
I don't think it's funny to hurt people or even stupid games that boys played when we were little that I never understood, like Knuckles. You remember that?
Bloody Knuckles. I hated that.
I never understood that.
I played once or twice because like everybody's playing, so it's like, well, I want to try, but then it's like, why? Like that hurts.
I got a low pain tolerance too, so none of that.
Like that hurts.
People would come up to me in elementary school and give me an Indian burn, and my whole forearm would be red.
Well, the kids in elementary school, like St. Patrick's Day, will come up and pinch you to the point you bleed. Like it's not just like a joke pinch. But I think I remember playing Bloody Knuckles with somebody like on the bus. And I didn't know. I think the first time I played, if I remember, it's been a long time, but I feel like, it was one of the popular kids, right? So I was like, I want to play, right? I want to play. I want to be part of the club. So I kind of get that. But it was, in my mind, I didn't think you hit as hard as you can hit. I thought we were just kind of playing. So I was just like, oh, and I just.
So you were lightly, and he was wearing you out.
It was just like 2 times. And I was like, I about cried. I was like, I don't play this anymore. I was just kidding. I didn't know we were doing that. I didn't realize.
Well, how old were you?
I was probably in like 4th or 5th grade or something. I don't know. I feel like I was in elementary school, maybe 6th grade. It was on a bus.
Is that like age 8 to 9 to 10? Is that
6th grade would have been 11 for me.
Okay.
So yeah, 9, 10, 11,
Okay.
somewhere around there. I didn't know we were. I was just.
Yeah, but
I didn't want to hurt nobody.
Or making somebody feel bad, like pranks where you hurt somebody's feelings. I just never.
Shannon said they didn't understand what the meaning of a roast is. We're gonna be having a roast at the.
That's not how you do it.
Fraternity house.
Also on Thursday, what about the Los Angeles mayor?
Right. Well, let's cut the funding to the fire department. That's the funding in LA for the fire department apparently is less than the funding for homeless. I don't know what that funding is, whether it's homeless shelters or homeless whatever. I don't know. It's less there, and they sliced the funding even more, I guess, this past year. And so reporters start asking the mayor, like, "Hey, you regretting that?"
Because
and she just stared at him.
She didn't say anything. It was just like a blank, dead stare. She didn't try to like word salad it to make it something that at least sounded like she was trying to make an excuse.
She didn't even politic it. She just sat there.
Nothing.
So it was they slashed the fire department funding by $17.6 million.
Good night.
To focus on homeless spending. This was just a few months ago.
Well,
this happened. The cut was the second largest in the fiscal budget. And she wanted to do more. She wanted to do $23 million. And they talked her down.
Not only that, there's a water shortage because apparently there is an endangered, which I think it's
minnow or something.
I think it's pretty much almost extinct,
right?
Is what they said. Anyway, this minnow, so they don't want to pull water.
Yeah, because from a certain water source because of this minnow. So they're short on water and they can't get water filled up fast enough from the hydrants to the tanks. And then Gavin Newsom's like, I don't know, man, they got to figure it out. You're they.
Yeah, you are they.
I don't know. These guys got to figure it out. I don't know. It's pretty normal.
It's just
I got these numbers.
It's sad.
Here's the final. Here's the numbers. Listen to this. We don't talk a lot of politics on the show, but this is something. So Los Angeles budgeted $837 million for the fire department 2023-2024. That's 65% of the $1.3 billion that goes to homeless care.
Are you kidding?
Yes.
Wow.
And a city comptroller found that half of that funding went unused. So.
Wow.
Yeah. Meanwhile, people are dying in that area because we can't
and losing everything.
Get water and we can't get fire control y'all elected them. Elections have consequences. So I wonder how many of the people whose houses burned and it's, and, hopefully the fatalities will be very minimal.
I think
there's already some
5 so far.
but I wonder how many will just be like, I'm not rebuilding here.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't. I'd be like, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
Look what they've done. Acts of God are acts of God, but then they can be either
eye-opening.
Yeah, or they can be made worse by humans, or they can be controlled a little bit.
Yeah.
To some extent. Obviously, acts of God are acts of God, right? But if we got proper fire staff and proper fire funding, and we have proper water sources, then maybe we can get it under control a little bit. I don't know. All right, we got to do birthdays. Let's do that when we come back. You're listening to The Morning Show, brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Winter storm warning begins tomorrow. Chance of snow in the forecast, so just heads up for that. Schools closed tomorrow. Coffee County, Manchester City schools closed on Friday. Tullahoma City schools will be a virtual day, so they will not be on campus. That's Friday. They'll be in school today, though, and everybody should be getting there right about now. We got more Morning Show birthdays next.
Listen up, ladies. Most of us suffer from urinary incontinence, but what if I told you...
Tony said, I lived in California. It's been going on for years out there. Ray, the call-in number?
Tony said my sister lost their house. That's sad.
No. Well, the call-in number is on the screen, 728-1320.
Who said that?
Ray was asking for the call-in number. We try to say it throughout the show. We just, especially when we play games.
That says Roy.
Roy. Sorry, Roy. I need my glasses, huh? Roy. It's 728-1320. We usually will repeat them a lot during game time, but not necessarily the rest. But you're welcome to call anytime you like.
Yeah, if they don't redirect those funds, all of LA is going to be homeless.
Right? Really need to spend more money. Well, then you control them all. Thunder Radio.
Yes, sir. I'd like to put granddaughter's birthday on for today, please.
Birthday for today. Go ahead.
Kinsley Adcock.
So Kinsley?
Yeah, Tinsley.
Tinsley. Adcock. All right, got it.
And she's 3.
3. All right, got her down.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you. Have a good day. Tracy, I keep hoping I'll see something different about that funny in California. That just doesn't seem right. Yeah, I know. That's crazy. Like how can you? The fire budget is 65% of the homeless budget, and I'm like, what? And apparently a lot of that wasn't even used. Half of it. What did you do with that?
Good gracious.
Y'all look that up. Look up that video of LA mayor questioned about fire funding and watch her. She just looks like a deer in the headlights. She's just like,
they're giving her a hard time too because they knew it was getting bad, and she took a flight to Africa, and they're like, why did you leave?
Yeah.
You're
then she's like, I got back here as fast as I could.
Your city's in a state of emergency.
Yeah. Spineless leadership generally will show time difficulty. Can you pull mine a little? I guess.
Yeah.
There we go. Good, Holly.
You like that little
Shannon said, hire the homeless to fight fires. The money's there. Can't argue with that. We got the funding. I got you a job.
No, you're not. Yeah.
Like, put that in the fire budget and go hire some people. Birthday time, y'all. Thunder Radio Morning Show. We celebrate birthdays every day. I don't know, around 7:55 or 8. You can call your birthdays in about any time you like. 728-1320. You can also call them in right now if you want to do a live on-air shout-out. We would welcome that. At the end of the day, at 4:30, you can be listening live to Tiffany's show, Connecting Coffee County, and she draws for a winner of a slice of pie. Yesterday's winner was Nathan Jones, and that slice of pie comes from the Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop where down-home cooking meets Southern hospitality. At the end of the week, we draw for a birthday cake. That's tomorrow. We take all the birthdays from all week long and draw for that cake. So get those birthdays in. We want your anniversaries too. We draw for flowers from the Mossy Pot at the end of the week. I got 2 birthdays today so far. Heather Duncan and Tinsley Adcock with birthdays. Tinsley turning 3 today. Yes. Happy birthday. All right, Holly, celebrities.
I do have a celebrity, but I also have another local birthday.
Oh, another local.
If you wouldn't mind putting Cameron Simmons on your birthday
How do we
list.
spell Cameron?
Cambron.
Cameron
Simmons.
All right, got it
All
down. Happy birthday, Cameron. And y'all can call in those local birthdays anytime, okay?
I'm going to give you an impression of this birthday boy. And
That's how we should do celebrities all the time. You do impressions and I guess.
Ready? Hee ha ha hee ha.
Dave Matthews got a birthday today, huh?
Dave Matthews has
Sound
a
like a
birthday.
donkey.
Turns 58.
Thought he was older than that, honestly.
That's all I got.
Morning show.
Oh, hi. How you doing? Y'all are talking about celebrities, and I wanted to just pop in and see how y'all feel about Ricky Gervais.
What about him?
Well, how do you feel about him? Because I know he's big against the woke stuff, and he really attacks all of the woke Hollywood nonsense and calls it out for what it is.
I really,
And so
I really like Ricky Gervais. I think he's funny.
what about that? What about you? Do you like him as well? Or?
I have no feelings either way. I know who he is. I don't follow him super close, so I can't really speak.
But then
on it.
also, see, that's interesting that you say that, Holly, because Ricky Gervais is one of the most famous atheists of all time, and he is truly an enemy of the Lord and is constantly trying to convert people away from the Lord. And so he's actually one of the great enemies of anybody who considers themselves, a true Christian and a God-fearing person.
Yeah, well, I'll pray for him, but
No, but he's past the point of prayer. He really is. He's
Is he?
actively trying to dissuade people away
What's your
from
name?
the church.
What's your name?
If you believe in a little man up in the...
Oh, I'm just done with him. I don't know who that guy is.
Yikes.
It's not his show.
Yeah, I don't look.
We've had him before.
Is this that same guy?
That's the same guy
Okay.
that called with the Tower of Tech back here and got ran off. And then I guess he's decided to pop back up.
He said it's him.
Yeah, it's him. Yeah, he's back. And and he did the same thing before. He was like, tried to bait
Your
his
question was, do I think Ricky Gervais is funny?
Yeah, you didn't
yes,
ask.
I do.
You didn't
I
ask,
think
but-
he's funny. The question, do I agree with his political,
religious views.
religious.
That was not the question.
That wasn't the question. No, I don't. So, you can't ask a question specific and then be like, oh, well, he also does this.
Yeah.
Well,
Man, the phone's ringing. I'm not answering that.
that's between, in my opinion, between him and the Lord.
Yeah.
And
That's it. That's his problem. Best of luck to you, man. Anyway, we were doing birthdays. We weren't talking about Ricky Gervais, were we? Is it his birthday today?
No.
Okay. All right, past the top of the hour, Thunder Radio Morning Show Overdrive is financed by New Haven Mortgage. Get into the home of your dreams with New Haven Mortgage. NewHavenMTG.com. Top of the hour news. More morning show next.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios. This is Thunder Radio.
Your hometown radio station.
Not if you think he's funny. I said, do you like him? And she said, yes, she likes him.
What's your name?
I thought you meant, do you like his comedy?
What's your name?
My name's Ricky, unfortunately.
Is there a point to the call, Ricky?
I mean, yeah, there's a point, I guess. It's to highlight the fact that this man is considered great by conservative Christians, and he's held up in high regard when, in my opinion, we shouldn't hold someone up in high regard when they're speaking so blasphemously about the Lord, constantly trying to dissuade people from being religious.
Well, then don't hold him up in high regard, Ricky.
Sorry?
I said then don't hold him up in high regard, man.
Thank you for your call.
No,
Hang
a
on.
lot of people do, though.
But what do you think this call is
A
going to do
lot
about
of people do crack, and I don't agree with that.
How come you're in Royce mode with the backwards hat? You think you're a bit too old for Royce mode backwards hat or what?
A what?
that? I don't even know what he's saying.
A what? Backwards
Your
hat?
hat's on backwards like a little baby boy. You think you're a bit too old to wear your hat that way?
I don't know, man. You seem like a real fun person. So if you're ever in town, you swing by and say hello, okay?
I'm not going to do that.
No. Well,
Hang
then don't.
up. God,
Well, I
please.
want to have some fun. He doesn't want to have any fun. He wants to just call in and be a jackass.
Whatever.
I'll banter back and forth for a minute, but see, then he ruins the calls because then I can't answer the phones and I'm
You look
screwed.
like a little baby way back there.
Well, okay. He seems like a real fun fella. Trey said, yeah, Holly's past the point of prayer too. But she's all right. Ricky.
I didn't bring him up. I wasn't on here talking about Ricky Gervais like you guys.
Well, this world's going to hell in a
Do
handbasket.
everything the same way Ricky Gervais does it. You heard it here first.
Well,
I didn't even bring up.
Well, the world's going
You
to
said,
hell.
do you like him?
Because of Ricky.
He's a comedian.
It's your fault.
So I thought, do I like his comedy? I didn't realize he was asking me if I like him as a person. I don't know him. I honestly didn't know he was an atheist, really. I mean,
That's how
he
close I
makes
follow him.
some
I don't
jokes
give a
about
shit.
it here and there, and that's between him and the Lord, and I hope he gets saved and I see him in heaven
Well, he's
one
past
day.
the point of prayer, Holly. You can't do that. I don't think that's the way the Bible preaches it, but I don't know.
Right. Trey
Whatever,
said,
man.
for anyone that might not understand why attendance in churches is minimizing, it's
people
people
like
like
that
this
guy.
idiot who will call in and say some people are past the point of prayer.
Right.
Well, I'm going to pray for
I'm going
that
to pray
guy.
for Ricky. He's a judgmental one, isn't he? James said I hadn't put my coffee down for that. Well, that's why I wanted to keep talking to him a little bit. 'cause
No,
people
it
think
got
he's-
to the point where I'm just like,
You
you're-
are, but I was having fun.
last time he called,
My hat's on backwards
it had
because
me-
of the sun, or because of the shadow.
the lights and stuff.
I don't generally wear it backwards.
The
Holly
last
likes
ti-
it backwards.
The last time he called,
He was yapping about this.
I was tore up, but this time I was like,
I've tried to learn Holly to not worry about
okay,
none of these people.
I know what you're doing.
He probably lives at home with his mama in her basement.
You said, come by and see us. And I'm like, don't tell it.
He ain't gonna come by and see us.
You don't know what, I don't know this guy or his thought process, but
He said he's not gonna do that, Holly. My phone's ringing, and I don't want to ruin it. But $100 is the type of street preacher that gets punched in the nose. Thunder Radio.
Hey,
no.
Denied. Denied. Not gonna happen. You've been cut off, Ricky. Sorry. No more conversation for you. I'll sell you some radio stations. You can do your own thing if you like. Well. Turn your hat around, Josh. You think you a young boy? No, we talked earlier about how old I was. Oh, no. Was it a stat about men and hats? Like you're not supposed to wear it backwards once you cross. Is that 30? People have decided. I don't know.
Tune in to Thunder Radio's interview show connecting Coffee County to all of her remarks. Join us Thursday, January 9th at 3 p.m.
you never guess who I saw in Home Depot the other day. Elvis Presley. He returned to sender. He returned to sender.
Oh, Holly. Oh, boy. It's calls like that people talk about for a while, though. I just don't want to deal with them. I'll get more people be like, what about that jackass called into your show on talking about Ricky Gervais.
I knew he was trying to.
Well, it was, I knew I remembered
but
his
I'm
voice.
gonna be honest with him.
Ricky Gervais has got some funny stuff. I think I watched really one of his stand-ups. Maybe I don't.
So tell me this. So he is the original.
He's the original
creator of
The Office, which is funny.
Which is, we watch it.
That's
all
my
the
only
time.
tie to Ricky Gervais is The Office.
Does that mean you don't watch The Office anymore because
Yeah, I guess so.
it was the
He
concept
was-
of an atheist?
He was around.
I don't know.
No, there's a lot of people who are atheists. And There's people that I don't agree with politically, but I'm still friends with them. I don't do that.
And you still think they're funny.
And I still think they're funny. I don't get that.
But you're not like, this is the greatest person of all time, and you should all listen to what he says.
Yeah.
Y'all just got to make that decision for yourself. Tony, get some hummus.
If you believe everyone gets a trophy, life is fair, and subscribe to Cancel Culture Thinking, you know what? You might want to change the channel. Yeah, because you're about to get offended. Okay, you've been warned. This is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Oh, boy. You got 15, 16 minutes left. Can we get through this without any other crazy today? It's been if you caught the last segment, we had Ricky calling in and lecturing us on who we're to like and who we're not to like. And then he called back during the break. We chatted with him a little, and then he called back, and we just hung up.
Well, he made fun of your hat.
He called back, was making fun of my hat. He was like, "What are you? Think you're a little boy wearing your hat on backwards?" I was like, "Oh."
We're on the camera, so Josh turns his hat around because it casts the shadow.
Maybe I like it like
Maybe
this.
he likes it. Maybe
I'm gonna wear it backwards all day.
Yeah. As a matter of fact.
Can't wait to show it tomorrow with my Ricky Gervais shirt on. I'm gonna roll up in here with a Ricky Gervais shirt on. Anyway, we got other things to do today. Morning Show Overdrive financed by New Haven Mortgage. Heather Phillips and her team have over 60 years of experience in the home lending industry. So they kind of know, they know how the tricks around interest rates, that, ways to work you into a home in certain situations. They know how to get you pre-qualified before you go out home searching. Stop by and see them. Working with these people in person is going to make a big difference for you. Don't work with some AI chatbot somewhere. 1300 MacArthur Street in Manchester, across from Markham's, or you can check them out online at newhavenmtg.com, NMLS 1477317. Holly, welcome back.
Thanks, buddy.
We're talking Bonnaroo line up here or something?
Yeah,
else?
we can.
Or are we just talking about
Tony's
Ricky
asking
Gervais?
about Luke Combs. Yeah, I think he is going to be at Bonnaroo's with the.
Yeah, I guess I should get the lineup out.
That's what it said, any hootie.
I reckon.
Olivia Rodrigo, that was another big one. I don't know who really she is. I'm not familiar with her, but my daughter likes her. Let's see here. Luke Combs, Tyler, the Creator. He's been there before. Glass Animals is pretty popular. Nelly. We're going down, down, baby.
That's old school right there, isn't it?
Avril Lavigne. That takes me back to 2003.
I don't like any of
He's
Avril
just a skater boy.
I don't like any of her stuff.
What about Adam Levine?
Who is even Adam Levine?
Her brother,
No.
Adam Levine. He's in.
I don't know him as well.
He's the lead singer for Maroon 5. Is that right? Am I making that up?
I don't talk to me about these things. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know him.
Maroon 5. Yeah, I was right.
Avril Lavigne had that one song that played often. What's that one song? I feel like she probably had more than one, but there was one that was on all the time. I just cannot
Skater
stand
Boy?
it. No, it's not that one. Another one.
I'm sorry, I can't get in your head and remember to that song.
You're supposed to just know.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm looking it up.
Kat says she thinks it's attractive when a man has his hat turned around backwards.
No.
Oh, Steer told me they're not related.
They're
what?
Not. So that is Adam Levine, but they're no relation.
Why did I think that?
Maybe it is Skater Boy. None of these other songs look familiar at all.
Oh, it's even spelt different.
Golly, Holly.
Thank you, Steer. Yeah, you just never know what information I might give you. So always fact check me.
What are the Facebook fact checkers?
Let's see here. Who else is on that?
I'm trying to get the list pulled up.
I got it.
I was hoping for Wallen.
Well, you got Luke Combs. Hozier, who we've seen.
We've seen him out there a couple of times. haven't we?
We went to. He came to Bonnaroo the first time, and me and Josh got up in the pit. It was hot up there, and we got in the pit, and they put the camera on the crowd, like the Bonnaroo TV camera that they were broadcasting for folks who couldn't be there. Put it on the crowd, and there was nothing happening. Hozier hadn't come on yet. We're just kind of waiting. Had about 30 minutes to sit there in the hot, scorching sun before he came on, and they put the camera on the crowd, and I jump up and I start hollering, and so I'm in the still image. Everybody is sitting on the ground, sweating, fanning, and I'm standing up above everybody else with like my hands in the air. And someone took a screenshot of it and sent it to Josh, and it was like, I think I just saw y'all on TV.
And Holly is like 3 feet above everybody else.
I was like, woo!
Yeah, it was hot that day. It was bad hot. Did we see him again there, or was it somewhere else? I thought we saw him there twice.
ICP's coming?
Did I miss him? Full lineup. Let's see.
I can't hardly. I don't know a lot of these, but every year somebody's going to complain about it.
Oh.
I don't care who you got on the lineup. Oh, yeah. Somebody's going to complain. Oh yeah, Insane Clown Posse Thursday.
I feel like it's somebody I'm going to go watch though.
I didn't listen to a lot of Insane Clown Posse, but
not my thing. Okay, I've got it here. Let's see. Yeah, there they are. See, I don't know a lot of these people. Glass Animals, I know is a pretty popular one. Vampire Weekend, right? That's pretty popular. You know, Nelly is probably going to be like it. They haven't released the times, but I feel like he's one of those people that are going to play at like 2:00 in the morning or something. Like we're not.
And
even gonna
us and
watch
all
that.
of the folks who
Every year, Holly's like, I'm going to go do that.
Nelly is something that we listened to when we were in high school.
So he should be at 11 in the morning.
So he should be earlier because we want to like.
We should get to watch Nelly with lunch, like 11:30.
Let the kids who like Olivia Rodrigo stay up all night. Put her up late.
Agreed.
I would be a lot of fun if we could start things around 5 p.m.
Yeah, and be done by 9. I'd be fantastic.
Somebody the other day was like, okay, we're going to have a party. Come around 9. And I'm like, by 9, I've already should have been asleep for 30 minutes.
Right.
Like, I'm not going out to party at 9.
What happened to us? I don't know.
What crunch? Did I eat something?
Were you eating?
I don't reckon. Not during not while we were on live on the radio. Did I crunch something?
I don't know. I don't recall you doing that. Somebody was saying that on the cameras, I guess. You can watch the show on the Carbine Family Dental Cameras, Facebook or YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio. Also on Facebook, you can find us on the Rooster, Duck, and Whiskey pages. So check those out. Let's see.
This is another sign you're getting old. Steer says, my 14-year-old thinks the lineup is awesome. We're just getting old.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about it. But is the target 14-year-olds? I don't. You need kids that can spend some money.
I will say when I was around 14, 15, that's when I listened to the most music in my life.
Well, now you got TikTok and all that other stuff, so these kids are going to know more of that. I guess there was a run of years there, and this is, I don't know if it was before Live Nation got involved or they had got involved, but they didn't really take it over yet. But there was a run of years where the lineup was, we had Elton John, Billy Joel, Tom Petty, just some really good legendary.
Yeah,
artists.
legendary. That's what I want to see.
And they've kind of gone away from that completely. Like they'd be like one legend act, Yeah. And that's just not a thing anymore.
Trey said, I just need to know where Megan Thee Stallion is. She's not coming this year, but Glorilla is.
Megan Thee Stallion was there last year, and I'm going to say the show was better than I thought it was going to be. That's all I'm going to say about it. I didn't realize how much I love tall women.
She's tall.
Yeah, I didn't realize. And then
if I could pick a body type, I would pick hers.
But then again, it was still,
I might could
imagine what
achieve
poor
some
Rick-
of it if I would just work out. Because
Imagine-
she's fit.
Imagine what poor Ricky is thinking, listening to us now, talking about Megan the Stallion.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's probably just his
She's
his
thick.
head imploded.
I don't know. That couldn't have happened on a better day, Thursday.
Right. Anyway, so that, I don't know. I'm not really incredibly thrilled about I don't know anything about Glorilla. I don't. I mean, I would like to kind of see whatchamacallit.
Ooh. That's
uh,
Glorilla.
I would kind of like
Ooh.
to see Luke Combs, but
What does Luke Holmes sing? Is it Luke Holmes?
Luke and then a C like a comb in your hair. Luke Combs,
Oh, it's Combs, like combing your hair.
like I just said. Yes.
And what does he sing?
Several. Ice Cold Beer Never Broke My Heart. You know. Maybe that guy was singing on the beach that time we were there. Long neck, ice cold beer,
never broke my
Yeah,
heart.
Yeah, he thinks that's one.
Okay.
And he's got several others that you've heard. You've heard them. He did the cover of Fast Car, the Tracy Chapman cover of Fast Car.
Oh, okay. And everybody's like, "Who's Tracy Chapman?" I had the CD.
People got upset because they were like, "You shouldn't like it because, you know, the only reason this song's popular now is because a white guy sang it."
No, song was very
it was very popular.
popular.
But that's what the media tried to do with it. They tried to shame him for even covering
Tracy
the song.
Chapman thought Luke Holmes did a great
great,
job
yeah.
covering that. She
Also, that's when I learned Tracy Chapman was a woman. I didn't realize.
I knew she was.
I was like, oh, I think that's a guy. I didn't know. The
That's a good
voice is
song.
misleading when you listen to that.
No, she sounds like she's got a sultry voice.
I don't have it. Darn it. I thought I had it readily available, but I can't pull it up.
That's fine. I'll sing it for you. No, I'm kidding.
Anything else here? We got
let's
a
see,
minute
we
or
got
two.
a minute.
Yeah,
or
I got a
two.
minute or two.
I was just trying to look at. One of the things that I look forward to now about Bonnaroo is the food.
I do like going for the food, and that's still a thing. That's not anything that's changed. So I always like to get a little spicy pie when I'm out there.
The thing is, you gotta.
I don't know that I can eat that now.
The older we get, the more what we eat determines how quick.
We got to go.
I need to find a clean restroom.
I'm not going to the porta
immediately.
potty. We're headed to the house. So yeah, I like the spicy pie. I do like to head over to the food trucks. We didn't get those last year. We went over there and I think the line was long, and Holly decided she didn't want that or something. I don't know. But they got some, grass-fed cows and some free-range chickens and things over there, or that's where their food comes from. They don't actually have the cows and the chickens over there, but those are always good.
I've reached a point in my life where there's a long line. I no longer want that thing.
It's not good enough. Nothing's going to be good enough
for me to
stand in the line.
stand in line.
But like Hardy's breakfast line out here, I'm not getting in that line.
I will get in the Hardee's line biscuit because it's efficient. It moves quick.
Yeah.
It looks long, but and they're very polite.
Yeah.
I know what you're trying to do.
I was waiting on
you're
you.
Not. You're not gonna.
The phone's ringing. I don't know.
Just if it's him, just hang up.
All right, y'all. Let's go. It's just a little radio roulette. What's going to happen here? Morning show.
Could you tell me where the mail is going to be delivered today or not?
Well, yeah. I think the mail's delivered today, or no? Holly's saying
Somebody said Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, the
Somebody said that they weren't going to deliver the mail. They was closed for the president's burial.
I'm glad you brought that up. The library is the mail also?
I thought I saw that the mail.
Well, Google that up.
I'm trying.
Just a second. We'll find out for you. Oh, she hung up.
Well, she's going to listen.
I hope she's listening. I did see where the library wasn't open today.
I can't find it right here, Josh. I don't know.
Mail will not be delivered Thursday, January 9th.
Okay, I thought that's what it.
How can you not find it? So they pause in honor of a national day of mourning. So no mail today. Shoot. I need to send some mail. Morning show.
The reason libraries are closed tomorrow is because of the snow. Dennis Hunt said that.
Yeah, the libraries are closed tomorrow. They're also closed today in honor of Jimmy Carter.
Oh, okay.
Yes, thank you, Matthew.
Trey says spicy pie is the most overrated food at Bonnaroo.
I like the spicy pie.
Yeah, but Josh eats my cooking and says it's good, so that's not really saying a whole lot. I could put pizza sauce on a piece of cardboard and melt some mozzarella, and he'd be like, "This pizza slaps."
All right. Anything else here, Holly?
No. I can?
No, we don't need anything. I was just asking you. We're good. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by New Haven Mortgage, newhavenmtg.com. Talk to them about getting a cash out refinance, doing some work around your house. You're sitting there and it's like, oh man, it's cold, it's snowy. Yeah, I'd like to have a pool this summer. Well, cash out refinance, you can do some work. Heather Phillips can help. newhavenmtg.com, NMLS 1477317.
Are you dreaming of a home to call your own or looking to refinance? Look no further than New Haven Mortgage, your local mortgage experts.
I ain't gonna lie, I am not a big fan of the mail shutting down for whatever the hell reason. I don't like that. Did I just sound heartless and selfish? I don't know. But I'm not a fan.
I don't think I like the celery with the hummus.
She just keeps eating it. Maybe that
because I brought it for breakfast. I have to eat something, or I'll get a tummy ache.
You're gonna Seagull tonight, huh?
Ooh. Speaking of Glorilla.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna try and finish the cup off with some chips. This celery is not hitting. I wonder if Trey's off tonight because he's still awake. Chad said, spicy pie is expensive, Little Caesars. I love pizza. I do not like Little Caesars pizza.
Little Caesars pizza is nice. I mean, I could eat it if it's hot.
Ugh.
I don't mind it then.
What's your favorite pizza? Fast food pizza.
Oh, I think the original Pizza Hut. You know, I still think it's better than the others. It goes Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's for me, but they're all three okay.
I think I like Domino's, Pizza Hut, Papa John's.
Yeah, Papa John's for me, I don't know if the sauce is too sweet or something.
It's a little sweeter. Yeah. I like a salty sauce.
Yeah. That's just what I think.
But I do wish that they all put the pepperoncinis in the boxes because I like it. Are the banks open today? Banks should be open, right?
Banks are open.
I got to go by.
The government, they control banks. They control post offices and stuff. No, we got to get out of here. New Haven More. Not New Haven More. Mercantile.
You want to cut the cameras?
Well, I'm going to tell everybody about the Mercantile.
Yeah.
Don't need you for that, since you're apparently quit.
I got a busy day.
I got a busy day. You got swap shop for me today? I got stuff to do.
Who's got lunch plans with their buddies, and who's going to be working through lunch, eating celery?
I worked through lunch yesterday. No, I ate lunch with you. Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop in downtown Manchester. We're down home cooking meets Southern hospitality. Always serving up your grab-and-go breakfast starting at 7 a.m. And then they will have their lunch, of course, at 11 over at the Mercantile. Stop on by and see them. Thursday's lunch menu at the Merc. Fried chicken or roast beef. Those are pretty good options right there. Mashed potatoes on the side or creamed corn, green beans, mixed greens, baked beans, coleslaw, strawberry or congealed salad, potato salad, macaroni salad, broccoli salad. I'm going to go with fried chicken, mashed potatoes, baked beans. That's a pretty good mix right there. I'll get a buy and see them today for meeting 2 or meeting 3. Your choice. And hey, it's cold out. You want some soup? They got chili, chicken and rice, or vegetable beef today at the Mercantile. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Talk to y'all tomorrow right here. We were going to be best up tomorrow, but basketball got moved up tonight to 5 o'clock, so we should be good to be in studio tomorrow. Be at Seagull tonight, so y'all tune in for that. And catch replays of the show anytime, Apple and Spotify. Search for The Morning Show with Josh and Holly, and you can find us there and subscribe. Also, you can rewatch the show anytime on Facebook. Search for Thunder Radio. Watch on the Carmine Family Dental Cams.
Good morning.